My next guest tonight, co-stars on The Drew Carey Show. Please welcome Christa Miller. How are you, Christa? Nice to have you back.
Thank you. That Leo the plumber, he's a little out of control, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. We'll get him under control soon.
Okay.
Your husband has done quite... He's an executive producer. He's the executive producer, right?
Of Scrubs.
Of Scrubs, which is a show that I really like.
Thank you.
He's done a very good job. He's made a funny show.
Bill Lawrence.
And he has put you into the show. Is that right? As special guest appearances?
Yes, he has given me a part on the show. For some reason, he's written me as the meanest, most vindictive, nasty woman, which is nice.
Right.
I'm not sure why he wrote it that way, and he also writes me every time I'm there, I'm jumping someone, you know, I'm having sex with someone, I'm in a tank top, I'm in a bra, I'm opening my shirt, every time I do the show.
Is he on the set when you're doing those scenes?
Yes.
And is he videotaping them himself with a small camera?
No. And what happens is, too, is I redid his office for him for Christmas, so it has like a big couch in it. It's all nice now. And every time I'm there, one thing leads to another. And we end up, you know, at work, fooling around a little.
You do the deed at work, is what you're saying.
So I feel like in some way I'm doing a casting couch, but it's my husband, so it's awkward.
You guys have it seems like you have a sort of a strange sexual dynamic going on here in your marriage. Well, he writes parts for you in a show where you get it on with other people.
And then we have sex. Yeah.
At work, at the couch, on the couch.
And at work, well, see, this is my life. At work, he bosses me around and he gets lots of sex, which is kind of the opposite of what happens at home.
At home, you run the show and it's just a frozen tundra.
And also, right. But, like, in what world, like, last time I was there, the wardrobe person was taking a picture of some skimpy outfit I was wearing. She said, you know, we have to take Polaroid it so your husband can approve it. And I thought, in what world is my husband approving what I'm wearing?
Right.
You know, because that never happens at home.
This is great. This is like a fantasy world for him where he's in complete control and you're at his beck and call.
Yeah, and I, you know, I have to be nice, and I listen to him. He gives me notes. Notes. He gives me notes, Al.
Now, you
know? You giving you notes.
Can you imagine?
From your, I can't imagine that. I also can't imagine the upholstery on that couch.
In fairness, Al brings up a good point. You've identified a specific couch that everybody you work with knows about now. They'll be in there with infrared scanners in 10 minutes.
Possibly.
Let's talk about, I mean, it sounds like you guys do a lot to keep your marriage exciting, right?
Well, we do kind of juvenile games of, you know, the list of the freebie people that you're allowed to sleep with. Do you have that?
Yeah.
You
know, it's great that you toss that off like everybody's got one of those. I don't know what you're talking about.
You should get it. You have 3 people. You have a list of who it's a freebie person you can sleep with. And
a person that you can, if you meet them, you can sleep with them and have, there's
no consequences. And it's also, I have a, but what happened,
at some point the show entered a moral vacuum. And I like it here. I like this world.
It's a tip for you, for your marriage.
Yes.
It's a great thing. Congratulations.
Okay. Well, I have 9 people on my list, but go ahead. This business of 3, that's ridiculous.
It's only 3, but what happened to me is that I had George Clooney on my list. I mean, you have to have Clooney. And my husband dropped by work one day, and George was there because he's an acquaintance of mine, talking to me, you know, leaning up against my trailer, and we were chatting. And my husband felt that you can't put people on your list that you see and actually know.
Right, that's ridiculous. It's got to be unattainable people that, you know, that you'd never meet, right? Or else it's kind of creepy.
Right, it has to be people that you don't see all the time.
Who's on your husband's list?
I think he has Penelope Cruz. He also has, we have same-sex lists, too. You know, you know, my girl crushes and his boy crushes.
Let's talk about his boy crushes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing for the girl crew, but let's talk about who's on his boy crush list that he gets to have sex with if he meets them in a random...
He only has 2.
Right.
He has Wally Zerbiak, he's a basketball player, and Brian Dennehy. Because my
Dennehy's on my guy crush list.
My husband...
I watch Cocoon over and over again. What do you mean Brian Dennehy's on his guy crush list? What guy wants to get it on with Brian Dennehy?
Because he thinks he seems burly, but he possibly would be gentle.
This is a very bad day for your husband. Did you tell him that you were going to be discussing all this on the show? That's terrific. I hope you have TiVo and you're saving this right now. Now, who's on your list? Your opposite sex list?
So Clooney's out.
Right.
He had to be taken off. It's Hugh Grant, Johnny Depp.
Right.
Come on, Johnny Depp is so hot. Yeah. And also, do you guys know Billy Crudup?
I thought it was Crudup.
Whatever.
All right.
But let me just say, he has a girlfriend, so I'm not going to break up. You know, you can't, just because it's on your list doesn't mean that you can automatically, you know, sleep with them.
I don't want to be rude, but
Yeah.
would any chance that I would have been on your list?
Yes. Definitely been on my list, but the problem is you got in the rule of you can't have people that you see, and I see you sometimes.
You hardly ever see me.
I'm seeing you.
And you never see Franken.
I'm seeing you tonight.
I have Clooney on my list too. Rosemary Clooney.
You have Rosemary Clooney.
Clooney, yeah.
Very nice. Rosemary Clooney, that's nice.
Great voice.
Right.
Yeah.
Classic, classic.
All right, we're going to end this madness now. And then lawyers will sort this mess out later.
Am I in trouble?
Oh, Lord knows. I know I'm getting a call from Dennehy.
No.
Chris is going to guest star on Scrubs, very funny show, next Tuesday night at 9:30 on NBC. And the Drew Carey Show, of course, airs Wednesday nights at 9 on ABC. So thank you very much for being here again.
Thank you for
Always
having
great
me.
having you on the show. Krista Miller, everybody. We'll take a break. When we come back, Nappy Roots will be on the show.
There's something wonderful about a hamburger. It's one of the few things that brings so much joy. Made fresh, hot off the grill, all juicy and delicious with fresh toppings so it tastes great. It lifts your spirits and makes everything okay. That's the kind of hamburger we make. Wendy's Classic Double with cheese. It's better here. And now Wendy's pickup window is open late so you can eat great even late.
Once again, Michelin owners have spoken, and we've swept the J.D. Power and Associates Awards for customer satisfaction. Now that's worth celebrating. Okay, back to work.
The new black is silver. Bacardi Silver Premium Malt Beverage. 5% alcohol by volume. Your night just got more interesting.
Why are Hershey's new rich, dark, and extra creamy kisses drawing such attention? They're only appearing for a limited time. New limited edition kisses. Little Hershey's Kisses. Big chocolate taste.
Some dazzle, some shimmer, some smolder, some simply shine. But the lights on Broadway have never burned brighter. And if you want to celebrate the year's most brilliant display, bring your Visa card. The only card accepted at the 2002 Tony Awards. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Tonight on Last Call, the corruption of actress Erica Christensen.
Vegas is good for drinking, gambling, and strip clubs. Do you like any of those things?
Can I plead the fifth or something?
Carson in Vegas after Conan on NBC.
90 years ago, Chevy hit the road and never looked back. Today, we continue to drive ahead with 0% APR for qualified buyers or $3,000 cash back on a 2002 Cavalier. Or get a 2002 Chevy S10 with 0% APR or $3,002 cash back. That's 0% APR or up to $3,000 cash back. See why America loves the bow tie. See your Texas Chevy dealer today.
At Rent-A-Center, you're already pre-approved.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So just come in, pick out whatever you want, and in most cases, it's delivered the same day. Stuff like furniture, computers, TVs.
Doggone remote.
And now, everything in the store's free till payday. That's free for up to 7 days. Call 1-800-205-2005 for the nearest store. 1-800-205-2005. Free till payday at Rent-A-Center.
Hey, I like this stuff.
It's time for something new, something better. It's time for a roomier, quieter, more powerful sedan. It's time to drive the redesigned 2002 Toyota Camry. Now lease the new Camry LE for just $339 a month for 48 months with only $339 due at signing. If you've always wanted the style and quality of a new Camry, it's time to trade up. Get your new Camry LE with only $339 due at signing at your North Texas Toyota dealer.
Wall Street. A DeVry University education could put you there. Like DeVry graduate Michael Rumpf. He manages the downtown server network for Chase Manhattan Bank.
If a server goes down, I make sure it gets back up, or I build another one. Without the technical skills and logical thinking I got at DeVry, I couldn't succeed at this level. I love DeVry.
For information about DeVry University, call 1-800-DeVry-11.